September 16, 2025. Now I'm going to recording in English because that my main language for this podcast. I don't want to say mine because it's not mine podcast. It's those spirits podcast because they told me that I should do a podcast. So I always do what they tell me to do because they know the future. We people, we don't know 1 second from now what will happen in the future. But when they are telling me to do something, it's always be right. It's be like they are telling me, and I can move forward in this path that I was born to do. And you heard me that I started coughing. I tell you what happened in my recording in Swedish, that I started to coughing very much. And I know that since before that there is spirits like they are coming from far away in time, in our time. So they coming with dust and it going into my throat, and they are coming in inside me in that way, that they like sliding in with what they have, something that make me coughing. And so I'm sure that this coughing means that a spirit is here, and later on maybe coming inside me. But I want to tell you that don't know Swedish, what did happen more than the coughing, that the spirit come and talk to people, and not that the spirit didn't talk Swedish, but I translated, or I told them in Swedish what he was saying, and then suddenly that have happened before sometimes, that my tablets, I recording on tablets, and it suddenly it did most of the time it something make it to almost fall out of my hands, but this time it was that suddenly the recording went down in like rest, pause, the whole recording suddenly, and I didn't know what to do. It was a black screen only, and I didn't know how to start the recording again without start over, but only start it. Now it's coming again. There's someone pushing on here. And And the recording I did in the Swedish, I be surprised that it was so many that could speak Swedish that wanted to listen at this episode. So that was a great thing to do, and I don't know why I did that in Swedish. I think I got it in the spirit in some way that I should recording in Swedish, because a little later when I read on Facebook where I have placed that I have met aliens, they didn't accept it first on that Swedish UFO website. I thought it should never come through, and you know, it's God's time. It's not our time. They know when it's right time to do it. So this, what I wrote, it took maybe some weeks, 6 weeks or something like that, before it be accepted. And of course I was angry about it, that they didn't accept it, that the real message for them didn't come through, that they still are, they live in these illusions that come with UFO, that like they believe in cartoons and magazines and not a real thing. And so they don't, most of people don't believe that alien is talking to someone. And it is this, I told them how my life started, that I come down on earth because I was saying to God, I was already in God's throne room, and I say to God that I want to go down one more time to I was thinking that I could do much better for the world, for the planet. So I asked God many times could come back to Earth again. And this time I don't know if I knew that I should be a woman, because this when I come to know that I beg God to come down was when I was in United States, and I was with that old pastor that was on his way to kill me, and was the devil in the pastor. And later on he killed troop police. He drove over him, and this police had 2-3 small kids that lost their father because of this crazy man. And I was reporting him to the police, but the police didn't think that this man could do anything, because this old pastor, he was very rich. Of course, he have got all the money from the church, and he was very, very rich, and his son was working for the United States president as a financial manager. So they were very known. So, of course, the police doesn't really listen at me. But I should... I wish I could see their face today, or wish I could see their face when this old pastor drive over a trooper that was standing in the street on the road and talking to someone in a car, and this pastor only drove like he had this in his thinking that he should drive over the police, and he did. And so when I find out this pastor was so evil and was on his way to kill me, and he wanted to marry me when he was very old, over 80 years old, and I was in my 50s, and then he wanted to kill me, and his son had to come and take me away from his father, and but I went out one day, one evening. I lived on a farm, so there were no people around, or it was not dangerous to walk out in the darkness. And I standing and look up in the sky and cry to God, why am I here? Why am I here alone and could not come away from this, because there was I had no car, and I didn't know anyone there at the farm, and there was no bus or train coming that way, so I could take that, and it was it was a long way to come to the closest city, and it was impossible to walk there, and it could be more dangerous to walk in the dark to the city. And I was standing there and asked God, why am I here in the desert, in this farmland? And God told me that I have begged him to come down to earth one more time, because you told me that you should do the best life than what you have done before. You were okay before in your lifetime, but you wanted to save the world, and I let you come down, he said to me. So I saw myself in the throne room. I was sitting on the floor, and begging God to come down to our planet, because I saw our planet and saw how bad it was. And I don't know if I saw the future of this planet or if it was in the past. That I don't know. But that what God showed me. That was my own fault that I wanted to come down here once again. And then God, of course, he knew that, but he wanted to teach me that this life I have, the last generation life, my seventh life, it have been so cruel. It have been so evil. My life have been. I have now when I'm talking about UFO with the Swedish people, and then suddenly it comes something I have heard before, that they are saying that I can't really speak Swedish, and because the grammatic is not right. And one say, I think it's a AI, artificial intelligent machine, that is writing this. They told about me, and then I have no thinking about it, but I had hard with the Swedish grammatic. As a child, I wrote Swedish in like a mirror on the opposite direction, and then in about in the late 80s, I was in a surgery, and it was surgery in my throat, and I wake up from the surgery and couldn't speak. I lost my academic talking for many years. I could only speak like a child, and I was thinking that I will never coming back to my academic talking like I had when I was in the university, and but it coming back more and more, and then also when I got my daughter, I got a stroke in the surgery, so that also took some of my speaking, and I understand who is it that tried to take my speak from me, of course. So I can't have this podcast if it was so. And I told from the beginning in this podcast, I told you that I am not sure that you understand me when I'm speaking, because my main language is not English. But as the Spirit have told me that I should do a podcast, then they have to make sure that I can speak so much so you can understand what I'm talking about. Not perfect. That I have never asked about, but so you can understand me. Yeah, I have to drink water because of the spirit that is here, and he is touching me very much now. So it's soon I need to let him talk, and or she, and it is this. People say that I have taking drugs, I have drinking, and these cruel things. But but it showed me that they are, and I have laughed about what I have write about on Facebook. They have many have a laugh about me, and still they are coming and listen at this podcast. And today I know there is some that can understand. It's coming more and more, this with the throat. And they are coming and listen because they can speak. They can understand English and speak English. So it will be a little more people. I have got many followers now on this podcast on SoundCloud, and it have coming more also on YouTube. So I'm moving up very high up in podcast things because of what was done yesterday. And that was very good, that I did the podcast because in Swedish, because now I see how much more people there is that is into UFO than what they are into God here in Sweden. And it is sad in some way, but it's not sad for me because I know that I have this mixed, that UFO was first, before God come, UFO was, and they were teaching me things. I have told you that they let me sit in the air. I was in the air sitting. I thought it was very fun to sit there without any chair or anything under me, only the air and me. And how they teach me to fly like fly in the ceiling and like knock on my head to the ceiling and like up and down like some flies are doing when they come to the ceiling. And I did the same before they took me out and I saw Jerusalem. I didn't know it was Jerusalem, but I come up to heaven. I come up to where I had been before I come back to this planet. I saw what's waiting for me in afterlife. And then in 2008, 18, I was in hypnosis. The famous actor Nils Poppe, his son, did the hypnosis on me 6 times. And then the 6th time I didn't want to come back to our planet. I wanted to stay where I was in heaven, on that in afterlife, because of this cruelty there is on this planet. And then the same year I was there in spring, and then in fall, autumn, a car drive over me, and then I be disabled, a little disabled. Not, I think it's not so extremely much disability, because I don't need so much of the old me. I need to have the spirit still inside me and could speak like I do now. I let him come through now, the spirit, and it's in my neck, and I feel him in the back in the spine of my back, and he's there, and he's. I don't see him clearly, but I know he's standing there where I see him in the spirit. I see him because his spirit talked to my spirit, and that's how I have to dig them out, what they are saying, the spirit between them to you. And he say, you are blessed, he saying to me. They speak English, but it is telepathy. But it's, I don't know, from the start was it English when God come. And now the Spirit want me to tell you that can speak and hear English, that God, I asked God who was this with the UFO aliens, who they were, and God answered me that they were the people of the future. And then in many years I was wondering what it was about this. Why did he say they are the people of the future? But I understand that today, because as God was saying that for 25 years ago, and we didn't have so much these computer things. We had computers, but not in the society, inside in the traffic, that there is cars that doesn't have a driver that drive on our streets, and all this visiting in the universe that we didn't knew. And this with the big thing, AI, that it come. So AI like stop the progress in robots to be like us human. There is robots in the industry, but they don't look like us. They don't look like human. But earlier they tried to make robots that look like humans. So in this evolution, this about robots, machines, AI, I understand this is the beginning, the door that will open to these spirit things that will come in the future. That is the people of the future. And in the future of these people, it is that we more and more can build up a person again from a hand that is missing, and they can do an artificial hand on a person, and they can take out many damaged things in the body and place in new things. Even from the pig, I have to say that because he pushed me to say that, the spirit, that remember that some people are pigs. He's fun, this spirit. He say that because in some people they have done surgery with parts of the pigs because swine and pig are very close to us human, so we can share parts of the body with, not with each other, because unfortunately is it the pig that lose their life and not us, and we get swine, pig parts inside our body. And that I have knew for a long time, for many years, that those aliens are built of, they have been human, but they have when they passed away, they don't have all the parts of the body with them, and they built up these aliens of human parts, and that's what it is, what we are on our way to make. So today they say that we human can live 120 years. We can be 120 years of age today because the technology and medical things have coming so much in the future. So that is not it's for some people to be 120 years old. And this is what they are doing. They are a part of robots, but part of humans that they have taken. And I have told you about that they have taken babies from me, future babies from my body. I have miscarried many times, and the doctor have not could find those babies. And they shake their head and they say that there is no baby inside you. And sometimes they have say, you have never been pregnant, they say to me. And I have, it's have coming out, babies from me. And I counted as 15 miscarrying that was taken from me. So they are there, those that belong to me. And then when I was crying, it was in the 80s, where I wanted to have kids. And they said to me this, that I couldn't say, but they told me that one day I will meet them again, this. So it have been, I maybe have been about 3 months pregnant, and then they have taken. So they do, it doesn't need to be complete babies coming out. They only need some like start engines of their human robots to be. So that is, I think that's because they are over 40 years old, this in our planet's time to count it. And that's why it's many times they don't want to make me be frightened about them when they are coming and visit me. So it was someone that asked that today, if I was frightened, but I am not frightened when they are coming. But after, the day after like that, I am thinking about it, and then I be worried how they are coming. And I have told you about all these marks they have done on my body also. But this is something that belongs both to God and UFO. That I say, I name him God, but he doesn't need to have that name. And it says so in the Bible that God have many names. And I was 8 years old when I asked the pastor in that church I temporarily was going to. And he only took my hair and shake it a little and say, God's way we human almost not know. We can't know all his way to do it. When I ask about why he have so many names, but God have no names, but names is for to have that we know who we are talking about, and other people to know who we are talking about. But God have no name, so he is highest, and that's it. And it's in the UFO also that there is one that is highest. And what people deal with is is those that is under the highest. He send them out. I have told you about that. He is sending out the workers for him. I say he's like in Buddhism, they don't believe that God is doing things here on this planet, that he is far away, but sending out the energy and call us to do things. And it's not many that believe that, like I know it, that they are the same, God and UFO. But I know that in UFO they don't believe in God. And those that believe in God, they don't believe in UFO. But I have the knowledge of both of them. So this is, yes. You maybe know this spirit, because I think it is. Because sometimes I talking about the spirit without knowing it, because he act like it is this actor, the Nils Poppe, that I was to his son and do this hypnosis, but it is father that dancing now. He's dancing and he do this thing like Charlie Chaplin did the same thing with the leg behind him and clap his hand on his foot like that, or almost like clap the foot. He do the same, almost like Charlie Chaplin. So, but it doesn't matter who it is, but it is like a clown. He acting like a clown now. He dancing, he dancing in front of me. Oh no, he's dancing out to the door and leaving me. It was a fun spirit. Sometimes they are not always so serious. They are serious, but not serious. They can do fun things. And I laugh. And I think they want me to laugh, to cheer me up. Because to laugh is to get some healing also. So now you know what was going on with the Swedish episode. But I'm not going to speak so much Swedish in my other episodes. I maybe do one more in Swedish. I don't know. It's depend on what I hear and see. So thank you for the listening, and God bless you.